Alright guys, so there was some internet connection problem which we faced, and I just hope that everybody shifts onto this particular session that we are right now having. Let me just students roll it, because I can still see that some of the people are still on the previous screen. Okay, so yeah. I'm still not able to see that all of you have. Okay, I'm just. I've just posted in the other group that everybody can come online in the other live session that we are just now working on. It's not showing me the live right now. Not many students have joined it. I'm still waiting for people to come in and enroll here. Yes, 13 people are here. Good to start off with. People are saying that their score has dropped down a bit. And this session is not for asking about how many marks you have scored and what could be the possible rank. We'll talk about this a bit later. So please save your queries for that. This session is not meant for that. So coming back, we have already wasted around 20 minutes because of the internet connection problem. Okay, yes, we'll do something about the UPTU and other, let's see what we can do. There will be no videos on BitSat. I'm sure it will be just a how to prepare for BitSat video, but there is nothing extra for bits. Okay, that's a very good score. Now coming back to the point that we were discussing, that how you should prepare for JEE mains online. So I was talking about the important stuff, that is how you manage time in the JEE mains online exam is the most crucial aspect, right? So that is what you people have to do. Okay, so if you manage time well in the exam, there will be no problem in JEE mains. JEE mains will actually offer you, the online stuff will actually offer you a lot of good options. So we just talked about the clock is always there in front of you, right? Then you have you can say, then you also have the remark section, which is a very wonderful section if you try and utilize that remark section, because I've seen that people do not actually utilize the remark section very well in the JEE mains online examination. So questions which you get stuck at, you can actually go on, do the remark or review, basically that you will review it later, and then you can immediately see a sign change in the right hand column, which actually tells you how many questions you have selected for the review. Okay, and do stick to the time guidelines, right? Okay, Aditya is saying sir streaming interrupt ho raha hai. So guys, there is a problem at my end related to the internet. So if the stream does not go in the proper channel or in a proper way, we might not be able to continue again. So we'll do it in the tomorrow morning session, but let's hope that it goes well at this point of time. Okay, yeah. So the most important thing that you people have to remember, please do time management very well. Time management is the most crucial aspect of the JEE mains online examination. Paper is definitely going to be a bit tougher than the offline exam. Be prepared for it. Okay, and you can start with the order that chemistry, then you can have maths or physics, and the remaining subject in the third one. And again, the deadline remains the same, that you have to devote 30 minutes to your chemistry, 1 hour to maximum 1 hour to physics, and 1 hour 10 minutes to maths for the first attempt. Then you'll be left with 20 minutes. That is the most crucial element, where you will go back and do those questions which you have marked earlier for review later. So that is how this plan should work. Okay, all right. All right, so now so scratchpad, if we talk about, you will be given scratchpad, do not worry about it. So that's not a problem at all. So scratchpad is a beautiful thing to be used. बहुत अच्छा तरीके से फ्लो से काम होता है, so don't worry about it at all. So you'll be given the sheets, rough sheets in the form of, yes, scratch pads. You can rub off whatever you have written on it, so that's not a problem. Don't worry about it. Sir, should I arbitrarily choose any option for witty for those questions which I don't know anything, or should I stick to a single option for? So witty generally used to have no negative marking. So just read the instructions very well. So if there are no negative marking, please go ahead and mark each and every question that you can see, even randomly or whatever you want to. Do not leave any question unattempted on that particular level. All right. And yes, we initially had a doubt. People were asking that that they were feeling a bit apprehensive about the fact that they had very good marks in the previous year JEE mains, but when they took the online exam of 2016, their marks actually dropped. So yes, 2016 JEE mains online examination was tough, no doubt about it. You can just go in and see the questions, the kind of questions that were asked. They were actually tough. So do not get demotivated by that fact. It's one-off thing, right? So they must have normalized the score at the back to get you at the same level. So don't worry about it. That happens at the back. Okay. Can you ask for the more? Yes, you can ask for the more scratch pads. They will give you replace your older scratch pad with a new scratch pad. Don't worry at all. So will you make videos for trigonometry? Pratik, doesn't seem so. I'm not actually having time, but if time permits, I'll definitely try and put videos for trigonometry, but can't commit at this point of time. सर मेरे 182 मार्क्स बन रहे हैं, मुझे NSIT या DT में मिल जाएगा बिल्कुल, राजा रामा. So that's not a problem. Raja Sharma, sorry. Harish says that 2016 JEE mains wasn't tough at all. Please clear this misconception. So Harish, we are just talking about with respect to maths. I'm not talking about chemistry and physics. But yes, if you see the 2016 mains versus offline, you will find the difference, and that is the difference we are talking about. We are not talking about in totality. We are just talking about when we are comparing both offline and the online exam. That's it. Okay. Yes, they could have put previous year IIT JEE problems. That's not a problem. So don't worry about it. That is not even your target. Go with a very fresh mind. So people will be having different time slots at different centers. Be relaxed. It's really hot outside in most parts of the country. Keep yourself completely hydrated. Drink a lot of water, okay? But do not just drink 1 liter water just before 15 minutes of the start of the paper, because then you might have to go for a loo, which will waste your time. So don't do that activity, okay? But yes, keep yourself hydrated enough. If you want, if it's in the evening slot, let's say 2 to 5, something of that slot you have picked up, I would advise you to drink glucose water and some chilled glucose water at around 1:30. And before entering, you can drink it, and just before the examination start, you can just go to the loo and then can start the paper. Aditya Sharma, you can just write me at anupRocks@gmail.com. Witty, I have just said Sahil, for Witty, just mark each and every question. They do not have a negative marking. They didn't used to have it, but please read the instructions very carefully in the Witty examination. Witty generally asks you more of class 12 syllabus, as mentioned in this syllabus also. So I hope that you will be able to do better in Witty as compared to JEE mains, because a lot of questions are being asked of class 12. Okay, but try and attempt each and every question, because Witty might not have negative marking. So answer all. Even if you have if you want to make a wild guess, please go through it. Raja, it's very hard to say at this point of time that 182 pay you will get a computer science, but if not computer science, then software for sure, which is actually comparable to your computer science. Sir, I always try to do the round 1, round 2 method in the exam, but I always end up doing serial wise questions. Junaid, try not to go by this, because if you go by this, you can mess up the JEE mains paper, and you will not be able to see the all 90 questions, which could be hazardous at the point of view of the paper. 200 is a good score, Ajay, no doubt about it, but it could have been much better. I would say it's a mediocre score. Nobody knows about the normalization, whether the online or offline normalization occurred or not. So it's a very internal game that these guys do, and they do not leak this in open. Karan Taneja, so BitSat, I hope everybody is having the BitSat examination from the next month. So we will have a BitSat completely dedicated live chat for BitSat, and also put a preparatory video for BitSat, that how you should take the BitSat, 10 minutes small video, and then we'll have a live session next week. Don't worry, so we can leave the BitSat talk for the time being in this particular session. Okay? Yes, Arihant guide is enough for cracking Manipal if you have taken that. Don't worry. Medaj. Okay, Daniel Riju is asking, sir, in offline examination there was a question which is repeated from 2014 offline paper. Will there be anything on the online similar to? Can't comment. There might be or may not be, but it's very hard to comment, Daniel. I can't say at this point of time. So don't go by a mind strategy that something will be repeated. In fact, go with a strategy that nothing is going to be repeated. Calculus questions are confusing. In fact, JEE, what you can do is just go, now though the time is not there, so if you find that calculus is very confusing to you, you can go on with some other sections of the maths, like algebra, probability, vector, which you might feel easy. Try them first and then come to calculus. Previous year online definitely will help, Sudiksha. You can just go and do it. How to look into all 90 questions quickly, Yogesh? So this is actually a drawback of JEE Mains Online. You cannot see all the 90 questions in a single go. So don't even do this. The only strategy for seeing all the 90 questions is that do not get stuck at a particular question. Yes, Aditya, so heat problem I was saying, it is not inside but it is the outside. So somebody who is having a exam at 2 o'clock, they will not be allowed to enter the premises before 1:15 or let's say 1:30. So you have to wait outside in humid conditions or in a hot dry conditions. That is what we are talking about. But inside you will definitely will not face that problem. It will be chilled with AC. Simran, I don't know about the EMSAT, TSM, ESAT, so I can't comment on that. And if you have not practiced any, so Karan is asking, so how to go about computer-based exams? If any one of you have not even practiced one single mock test on online, please go and take one CBT based test, which is freely available on the JEE Mains website, just to get a hold of what we are going to talk about. Junaid, there is no specific advice that I can give to you at this point of time. The only advice that I can give to you is that try not to get stuck at a particular question. Prakhar is saying there is a tab using which you can see all the questions in a single go. If there is there, you can watch it, but it's very hard to see all the 90 questions in a very single go, because it's an online medium. But if you are comfortable, please do. So now again, okay, sir, you are not replying at your email. I will be replying, but I'm a bit occupied nowadays, so might reply late. So Harsh, I'll see to it. If you have emailed me, I'll get back to you. Sir, exam का एक दिन पहले क्या करें? So yes, a very important question. What you should do a day before your exam? सिर्फ formula revise करना है. देखो, एक दिन पहले what you people can do is just revise the formulas. Do not stress too much on concepts. Concepts का time गया. That's over. So do not stress too much on the concept. Just revise the formulas. Chill. After 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. I will not even advise you to study. Just talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to your brother or sister, or watch a comedy show somewhere where you can relax yourself. So the main target is to relax yourself 12 hours before the exam, and definitely have a very good sleep. Alright, sleep is very important. I cannot comment, Siddharth, whether the maths will be as tough as it has been asked in the JEE mains offline. But yes, be prepared. Whatever tough comes in, it will be for everybody. So it is not just for you. Harish is asking, areas is a sticky topic. What should I leave it, Harish, at this point of time? So areas, if you feel you can leave it, though it's just calculative. But if you feel it is sticky, leave it. Sir, I'm getting 185 in JEE mains offline at home. And I'm still haven't revised anything. What should I do? So what's the problem? If you're getting 185, then chill, relax, just go and take the exam. Apurva, we'll talk about joining VT a bit later. Let's just take all the exams and we'll talk about what colleges to join once you are done with your examinations. Harshdeep, so you are not good in chemistry. That's also a good factor. How do you see this? So when you know that you are not good at chemistry, so you cannot get demotivated because you already know that you are weak in chemistry. But why we already prescribe to do chemistry at the first? Because in the 30 minutes you will know that what you know and what you do not know. Because in chemistry it is very easy to tell that either you can solve the question or you cannot solve the question. Whereas in maths, you first of all have to invest 1.5 minutes to even tell that will you be able to solve it or not. So that is why we generally prescribe chemistry at the first go. Raja Sharma, we will talk about this particular topic. Wait for 10 days more. We will cover this, what to do for droppers and all that stuff. Raj, so if you have examination day after, I would say stop seeing the video lectures, just revise the formulas. But if you have a exam on 9th, you may revise video lectures tomorrow, but not day after. Sir, I am getting 180, 150 marks in JEE mains. Can I have a chance in IIT? Bhavya Bansal is asking. Definitely you have a chance. Very high chance, in fact. So do not get demotivated. Start immediately preparing for JEE Advanced. How to minimize silly mistakes in the online exam? Raj, stop thinking about whether you do silly errors or not at this point of time. Just concentrate on finding easy questions and nailing them. Silly errors will occur. It's with everybody. Even I take the exam, I will commit silly errors. So it's generic. Raj, sir, I have given the JEE mains, but I think I will get 44 or 45. What should I do? Raj, we'll talk about this a bit later. Maybe let's get over the JEE mains, that is after 9. I'll take a separate session where I'll talk to all the students who will not be able to clear the cutoffs and what they should do. And for that time, what you can do, you can start preparing for other entrance examinations like VT, Manipal, COMED, or whatever you are giving. So start preparing for them, or maybe the IP exam. So Pankaj is asking how to revise all the concepts in one day. Just quickly see them. Do not need to write or solve anything for the concept, or if you think that I'll get a better idea when I solve a question, so there is no time for solving the questions. The best thing that you people can do is just flip the pages and just go through them. Though it is very hard to do all the concepts in a single day, that is why I am advising you to just go through the formulas. That will be much better. Sandhya is asking what all are important for bits. Sandhya, Aditya has rightly said that everything is important, and for BitSat you still have a lot of time. So do not think of missing anything. So BitSat people, they have a lot of time, 1 month in hand. We will definitely have a very good strategy for BitSat. Don't worry about it. Last year online was very tough. Will the gap? So obviously the gap that has been provided to the online guys will make it a bit tough. Just expect a 10% or a 5% difficulty increase in the online exam as compared to the offline exam. So Raj, don't worry about the scratch pad. You can ask for more scratch pads. Karan, I do not know about the mains paper too, so sorry, I won't be able to help you much better on that. Apura will talk about this. We just talked that we'll be talking about joining VT or not. First of all, get a good rank at VT. Then we'll talk about whether you should go for VT or not. Sparsh, sir, yes, right, Sparsh. So I can take your doubt if you. Okay, I am good in maths and chemistry, but bad in physics. So you can push the physics to the third section. Sparsh, just push the physics section to the third one. Raj will talk about dropping. Just wait for one more week. Alright, so we'll talk something about people who were not able to do good at this year. So what they should do next, specifically for drop. We'll have a session between 12th to 15th of April for this. Pulkit, you will have a very high rank at 255 something, maybe below 2000 or 1000 rank. Rahul, so if you have covered the basics, so basic, if you have covered the basics, so basic is a very subjective term. So if you have thoroughly covered the basic, the entire paper is on basic concepts. So you can actually clear with a very high score. So don't worry about it. Pranjal, don't worry, chill. Whatever has happened. So do not take too much pressure. Sometimes things definitely do go wrong. Not to worry. Do not lose heart. Do not keep demotivated. Do not keep yourself demotivated. Bring the energy back. There are a lot of more exams that you can crack right now also. Parth is saying, ideally, how many hours one should sleep? I would say 7 to 8 hours. Sparsh, I guess I have told you your query. Okay, so attempt chemistry, then physics, and